EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Lance to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now a former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Tackles.
Throwing now is Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get this. 57's the mic. Here you go, 47. Oh, you got deep? Hey, check Mike, 57.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. That almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's track. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any point.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From the shotgun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it for
touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Get that. Mike
To throw, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 51, Mike. Mike 50.
Lance now on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Patrick Onwuasor up. To make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 55.
And Lance going to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He's coming. We got double up.
Oh, look at this play call. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business, we know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially... There he goes, left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, sticky, green, field, black.
On play action, Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel 73 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's got room. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 60 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The ball will come out to the 25 here as Dowdle will not return this one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance, they'll roll him out right. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
52 blue.
They'll run with Mitchell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Second down and goal. Lance to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lance going to try to throw for this. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And now off to the races down the right side.
Showtime today, baby.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 78 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, 47.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Green jack.
Mike 51.
Ready, go.
Now Lance.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, watch the screen.
Red, cycle.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Ready.
A final shot before half for Lance. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Our time. It's our time. Switch.
Zoom black.
Go get him.
Looking to throw. Lance. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 54, Mike. I'm going to come back to you. Go to 54.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, Red. Hey, go steal.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lance got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Prescott on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They go back to Pollard on second down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Take 4, take 4. Here we go, 47.
On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
3 down.
Pollard again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Lance now on first down. His throw incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got some space. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Lance, screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, you
Go red. Blue striker.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Prescott's throw taken in here by Fuller. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Lance looking to throw. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. 2nd and 9. Now Lance gets this one to use check. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Just too many short underneath throws. They've got to get the ball downfield.
And in a hurry. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Lance back to throw. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Michel. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Maher is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Ready?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Nice move.
Here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, they are going back to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.